They are
trying
to control
the oppositional force,
but they will never, ever
win.
What's up, guys? Rob Duff, walking the plane. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a Faraday cage. Now, to make a Faraday cage, a lot of people spend tons of money, hundreds if not thousands of dollars, either buying a prefabbed one, having someone build it for them, or building them themselves. Okay, but you don't need to do that, guys. There's a lot of videos online that you can read up on or watch, a lot of content you can read and watch. So I recommend just doing some research yourself. I'm going to show you guys today how I'm doing mine. It's very simplex. Now, guys, before I get started, a Faraday cage basically prevents any kind of interference waves from breaking through to your electronics or anything electrical, essentially, whether it be batteries, radios, walkie-talkies, tablets, phones, etc. That kind of stuff. All right, so that's basically what a Faraday cage is in a nutshell. They have become very popular in the past few years as everyone's freaking out because, if you believe that the world is a giant ball, then, they're worried about solar flares, which I'm not so worried about that as much as I am worried about, an EMP strike or a giant lightning strike even. Lightning, if it hits near you, can create an EMP. So that's why I'm building mine today. It's kind of long overdue. I've been meaning to do one for a long time. So I'll kind of go over the ingredients here of how to make the Faraday cage. So first off, I went to Lowe's, bought me a $25 trash can. It's metal. It needs to be metal or like aluminum, copper, something that the waves can't seep through, okay, or can't break through. Something to basically kind of block it, if you will. Now, it's very important, guys, that you have some type of liner. Okay, you do not want your stuff, your electronics, touching the inside of this thing, the raw material inside of this thing, or it will ground out. It'll mess everything up. So it will destroy your electronics. So you want to line it with something. You can use something as easy as cardboard, which I've done. I recommend pre-cutting it before you try to lay everything. Otherwise, it's going to be a real pain in the butt. All right. And let's kind of go over some of the materials here. I got some drawer liner for toolboxes right here. Pretty simple stuff. Got some, I'm gonna line the cardboard with that afterwards just to make it look a little bit nicer. I got some sponge window seal. I'm gonna put that around the lining of the trash can lid. Make it really snug. And just for safe measure, just in case I need it, I got some double-sided Gorilla Tape. I doubt I'll need it, but if I do, I'll probably use it. Hold up to 30 pounds, so I'll be pretty straight, I think. You need a knife of some sort. Now, I have an X-Acto knife set, makes it so much easier, but you can most certainly just use a nice sharp knife. You'll need a marker for pre-cutting, things like that. It's a very simple project, guys. So I'll get back to you when I'm done. All right, guys. The project is complete. Just to kind of give you an example of what this thing is going to look like. I did take the stickers off of it. Thought they were kind of, I don't know, I just think it looks neater, nicer, cleaner without those stickers on it. And I got more plans for this thing as well. I'm going to probably paint it, give it some type of secondary layer on the outside. I got some Magpul or some camouflage paint. It's like Magpul color, Magpul black. I'll probably go with that. It's pretty thick, pretty dense. You can also use ammo cans, guys, and they work great for small devices. Just make sure all the holes are closed up. You do not want any holes where the waves can get in. But, those little ammo cans work great because they have paint on both sides, which creates basically a secondary barrier. So, anyways, let me pop the top here. I did the layer of the inside of the top. I did not line it like I was going to. Turns out it's just going to be too stiff of a fit, so let's set this down. So I just lined it like that, just to make it a little more dense. It's not going to block anything, but it does help. And here is the finished product, guys. Completely lined. Cardboard lined, everything lined up. Okay? Pretty simple, pretty basic. Believe it or not, it took me about 45 minutes to an hour to do this. It's a little bit more tedious work than one would think. But I did get it done, and I'm excited to see how it's going to work. So, let's see. What's up, guys? Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys real quick on how this works. I wasn't going to show you, but I think I got to show you anyways, just to be on the safe side. This is a good way to test this, okay? I have an AM, FM radio, survival radio in there. My wife got me it, I don't know, about a year and a half ago. It's awesome, by the way, if you guys want to check one out. They're on Amazon. They're about 30 bucks. They're solar powered and crank powered, so you can crank it or get power from the solar, from the sun. But you can, charge USB devices. It's got a flashlight integrated into it. It's really nice. But I'm gonna use it as I'm gonna use it for this demonstration here. So just give you guys an example of how powerful waves can be, or especially radio waves. I'm gonna stick my hand in here. Hear how much clearer it got? It's a good example of how much of a ground you can be. So you need to be really careful. And further you move away from it, the worse it's going to get. So I'm going to now put the top on here just to show you guys what happens when you put the top on, okay? Dead. Here. None. Radio. None. Okay? So that's one way to test it. I've heard a couple other ways to do it too. This is the easiest way to test it. So I'm pretty happy with it. I double layered mine just to make it more dense. It's also a trash can, which is substantially thicker metal. Now, I will say, a lot of people, you can make a Faraday cage out of a lot of things. Some people like to actually just use plain aluminum foil. You can do that. Make sure you get the heavy aluminum foil. That way, it actually is going to be blocking most waves, okay? But, I just wanted to go take it a step up. This right here is going to pretty much block anything. So, that's the long of it. All right, that's the short story of it, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Please hit the like and subscribe button below. And I'll see you guys next time. And remember, the period of being cattle is over.